The current international order is anarchic. This is to say that above the states of the world, there is no higher authority. They can more or less behave however they want. There is no serious higher authority to introduce and enforce standards of behavior. There is no greater government above the state. Just as it would if government were absent among individuals, the absence of governments among states encourages lawlessness, chaos, and barbarism. States are constrained by few, if any, serious rules. They can attack their neighbours, they can commit genocide, they can brutalize their people. We see this on display constantly. The anarchic nature of the international order is always on display. It is on display every time a state breaks basic moral rules but gets away with it because there is no higher authority to enforce those rules. There is only one possible solution to this: a worldwide government, a one-world government, an ultimate state, a higher authority, an authority that can introduce and enforce rules that are applied to all. Some may argue that this great state would itself be immune to rules. Yet if constructed in the right way, it would not be. A separation of powers, a strong constitution, and a state can itself be constrained. A one-world government is the only way of introducing and enforcing rules internationally. Otherwise, the international environment becomes an anarchic place where states can commit whatever barbarism they like. That is what we see today. It is clear that we need some kind of higher authority that can introduce and enforce laws. This is the only way to prevent states from committing the depravity that they constantly commit. All rules can be ignored unless there is a higher authority to enforce them. And that does not require a centralized, tyrannical state. It can be a deeply democratic and highly decentralized state with a significant degree of segmental autonomy, yet with a central power great enough to enforce rules over any of its regions. The one-world government. In many regards, this is the ultimate political goal, the crown jewel of progressive achievements. Something that would be momentously difficult, but something that is worth working towards. This is a very, very distant political goal. It is like communism or gender abolition. Something no living person will probably ever see, but it is a goal worth striving for nonetheless. Only with an authority above the state can we prevent the lawlessness and barbarity that plagues the world. Only an authority above the state can enforce rules and govern the actions of states. Without such an authority, states are free to commit any immorality. Only a one-world government can produce order and stability. Only a one-world government can enforce rules against state depravity. Without a higher authority, the realm of international relations will forever be a chaotic and immoral place. We should strive to do better. Humanity deserves better. Humanity deserves an ultimate state, a highly decentralized and democratic global state. A global state with a strong constitution, devolved autonomy, and a separation of powers. A global state to limit the actions of each government and produce order and stability. A global state to eliminate political chaos and coordinate global responses to global problems. A global state to eliminate lawlessness and instability. That is what we need. That is what we will strive towards.